morning to everyone. It's a new day. Get up. It is a new day. We thank God for that. This morning I deal with loss. Loss. More specifically, the death of a loved one. I deal with that. Some years ago, my father died, and he died suddenly, and I was shocked and pained because of that. But I had to deal with it. I love my father a lot, and there are a lot of similarities in terms of the things he did and in terms of what I do. So it hit me a lot. On the day of the funeral, I noticed everybody was crying, which was a normal thing to do. For me, on the day of the funeral, because I play music, the guys who were playing the guitar, I asked one of them to use the bass guitar, and so throughout the song service and into this a part of the service, I was playing the bass guitar, and that was my way of dealing with the loss of my father on the day of the funeral. Some individuals have a real problem in terms of dealing with loss, and rightly so. Rightly so. Let's say it's your wife or your husband or a child. Listen, man, that's not easy. Your mind, you have been connected to that individual for most of your lifetime, and then to know that that person just dies, it's difficult. It's difficult. Now, some people have trouble sleeping, right? Then some individuals, they can't eat, they lack interest in food. On the other hand, there's some individuals that eat a lot when they grieve. Then some individuals, they have difficulty concentrating. Some individuals, when they go to bed at night, they dream all types of things about the lost loved one. Difficulty sometimes making decisions. But let us go through some ways of dealing with loss and managing grief. One, please understand that nobody must tell you you must not cry if you lose a loved one. Yeah. Feel free to cry. Yeah, man. Feel free to cry. You have, well, in raw term, you have eye water, you have tears. Feel free to cry, right? I would say cry and stop, but feel free to cry. When I say cry and stop, I mean, don't go through the whole day crying, but feel free to cry, because that's a way of grieving. Then grief can easily affect your health. Try to remember to exercise, to eat well, and avoid relying on alcohol and mind-altering substances, marijuana. Avoid depending on these substances to change your mood. No, take care of your health. Then eat right. Because we often think of eating as a social joy, suddenly having to eat sometimes alone causes you not to even want to cook. So you have to pay attention to eating well, and sometimes you may have to be with loved ones and eat together with them, and that will give you an encouragement to eat. Then talk things over with your friends, your family, and friends. Share your grief. Talk things over. There would be historical things that happen with you and the individual who has died. Find especially family members who you can talk, and sometimes as you begin the conversation with them, talking about the loss of this individual, father, mother, whoever, certain things come up that cause you to laugh and get you out of that melancholic mood. Then you can join a support group. Then visit members of your religious community, or allow members of your religious community to visit you. Now let me here give a warning to individuals who are church people. When a person is grieving, you must be careful what you say. Don't tell them things like I heard a lady, she had one child. She told me this. She had one child and she lost this one child. And one of the first things, of course, a church person said to her, well, I used to tell you that one child is not a good idea, you should get another. You can't, somebody grieving, they lose their one child. You can't open your mouth and say that. If you're thinking that, don't open your mouth and say that. That will send them more into depression, right, and stress. So you must be careful. By the way, my rules are pastor. When I'm talking to people who are grieving, I allow them to lead the conversation. Listen, this works in a remarkable way. I allow them to lead the conversation, right? And because you see, the person is getting a chance to pour out, right, the heart. Listen, practice listening a lot when you are dealing with somebody who is grieving. Well, swing it around. If you are grieving, if there are people who are willing to listen to you a lot, that is going to help a lot. Then, when you're grieving, do not make major changes or make important decisions. No, be careful. Take your time, because remember you're in a state of grief. Then consider, if you can't grieve well and it messing you up health-wise, psychologically, consider asking for professional help. Remember today that grieving takes time. And as human beings, once we lose somebody who is near and dear to us, you must be allowed to grieve. Now I share this text as I conclude 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, casting all your care upon him, for he, God, I stop that in, caring for you. As you grieve, remember that Jesus Christ wept at the tomb of Lazarus. And remember that God cares for you in spite of whatever situation you may be passing through. Our God and Father, thanks for giving me an opportunity to talk to somebody. Father, allow your Holy Spirit to encourage someone who has lost a loved one and don't have the courage to move on. Let that person know that even though they may be walking through the valley of the shadow of death, they don't have to fear, because you, God, you are with them. Comfort somebody today again, God, who is grieving. Be the shoulder for them to lean on. Bless that person. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. May God bless you.
It's amazing what praises can do. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's amazing what praises can do. Hallelujah. I don't worry when things go wrong. My Jesus turns them into a song. It's amazing what praises can do. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for the joy. Hallelujah for the joy. Hallelujah for the joy. Joy cometh in the morning. Weeping may endure for the night. Joy cometh in the morning. Weeping may endure for the night. Joy cometh in the morning. Hallelujah for the joy. Hallelujah for the joy. Hallelujah for the joy. Joy cometh in the morning.